So I'm here with Cody Deweese, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And my lunch guest today, what branch of the military did you serve?
I was in the U.S. Army.
U.S. Army? How long?
Right at 4 years. I'm good. I'll hold off on that, yep.
Did you do it like right out of high school,
I did.
college?
I did. I went in 2002. I went to Fort Benning, Georgia, home of the infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Went on to jump school and then on down to 3rd Ranger Battalion, where I was part of a RIP program, Ranger and Doctrine program. I was there for about 2 weeks, and then, of course, they have a high turnover rate.
Yeah,
I ended up getting shipped out to Vicenza, Italy, to the 173rd
Really?
Airborne Brigade.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And then shortly after that, got shipped straight to Iraq to liberate and have a talk with Saddam and his cohorts.
So you did airborne, so that means you jumped out of planes, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many jumps did you do?
Didn't have a lot of time to jump. Right around 9, maybe 10.
Yeah?
Because most of the time we trained out of Germany.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of our training there, and then we were deployed. Did 15 months in Afghanistan and did a tour in Iraq. So it was a lot of my 4 years, a lot of it was deployments.
Yeah. Did you, have you skydived since? You
No,
been out?
I have not.
Do you get your, my question, do you get your, like, because you get I think at a certain point, like when you get certified, just like a diving school or whatever, do you get certification as a skydiver and then can you use it as a civilian after you're done?
It is a different ranking, a different type of rating, because the way the Army works is it's you get a free fall. You got a static line, static jumps. Skydiving, there's a lot more training into it. I've known some people, usually you got to have a high amount of jumps, and generally you end up, some people going to Halo school and things like that.
That's cool.
Geared more towards the high altitude, low opening factor.
Real quick, boom, done.
That's it, done.
That's cool. That's cool stuff. So what made you want to do that stuff?
Change of pace. Just something different also to pay for college. I was like, well, I need to go to school, and
it's the best way to do it.
Yeah, not too many people were willing to pay for my education. So Army was.
Yeah, that's true. So did you went to school, of course, afterwards and got a degree? What'd you get a degree in?
It's actually computer network infrastructure.
Okay.
It's associates.
CIS stuff.
Yep.
That's cool. That's awesome. My stepdad served in the Marines, then he went Army because you can go career a lot easier in Army than you can in the Marines. At least that's what he always said. And he did probably 1 tour Afghanistan, 2 tours Iraq, I think, is when he was there. And he did more than that. But it was really cool because at least the first time when they went to Afghanistan, I mean, they were among the first over there sleeping in ditches and the sand, and, stuff like that. And there was it wasn't like tent cities everywhere you went, where now we're not now anymore. It's all torn. I'm sure a lot of it's torn down, but at the time it was a lot easier to get around, and sat phones and all that stuff, setting it up. But it was really bizarre to me, especially the second tour that he did, with being able to communicate with him as often as we were, especially my mom, you know what I mean? And it makes you think about like the letters you hear about World War II and Nam and stuff, where there's like 2-3 week turnaround. Then I talked to one guy that was talking about how in Nam he would, the way you would do the phone conversation with the operator, you'd have to say, go ahead, and the receive, go ahead, and everything you want, like, hey mom, go ahead. Or over, and then the operator would say it to her, and then they'd pass it back and forth. So my question is, after the long story, how was that for you, like communication wise? Were you married at the time? Did you have any kids?
I was not married. I had no kids. A lot of the time, I was a heavy weapons NCO in Afghanistan, Iraq. We do a lot of kind of out of the way things, retrans sites, transmission posts, and things like. You'd spend 2 or 3 weeks out there. And it was usually anywhere from 3 to 6 hours before anybody, you were near anything. So just kind of out there on your own, left to your own devices. Not a whole lot of communication to the outside world.
Yeah, just kind of doing your thing.
Had to wait till you got back to a forward operating base in order to talk to anybody.
That's cool.
It was different, especially at a young age. Everybody's out partying.
Yeah, and 18. You wouldn't want to know who I was as a 20-year-old man. But you're right, though. I mean, you're right, absolutely right. That period, that 18 to 22, man, it's on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think you probably got a one-up on everyone else being as mature. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
32.
30, we're the same age. So I feel like you're probably a lot more mature than I.
You're good.
But you know what I mean, though.
Oh, yeah.
You got one up on me about 4 years, because my girlfriend is a few years younger than me. And I always say that I've got about a 28 maturity level right now, and she's about 4 years older than her maturity level, so we're matched perfectly as the right age.
Outstanding.
You know what I mean? So it's
like
good
it.
stuff. Yeah, that's really cool that you just you kind of just walked the line and did what you had to do to get through college, and that was it. You just walked it, got out, and that was did your thing.
Oh yeah. I don't know, just kind of. Some people have different motivations for doing
Oh
things.
yeah.
I always just wanted to live like Jeff Lebowski. I wanted to do very little and receive a large amount of money.
Yeah.
That still hasn't happened.
No,
but
it never
will.
will.
I thought this might help.
Well, maybe tonight we get the Powerball. So
That's true. And
we'll see. I still got to go buy my tickets.
so you better get on that.
I will.
They said at least one winner is what they were saying, but
I don't know.
the other thing I'd like to think of is our taxes that come out of that.
1.5 billion taxes. The government on that would be at least a fourth,
So what I'm
if
thinking,
not more. I think it's like it's almost like 30%.
I think they can do up to 34%.
Yeah.
And my thought was, so that means teachers and firefighters, policemen get a raise? EMTs?
You kidding me?
Oh, wait,
Come
never
on.
mind.
You talk to the lawmakers? Come on, dude. You think that's...
Where's that going to go?
Well, and the other thing the thing about that money is like, I'd figure out how much they'd pay me a year, in a year, but I just put the money in a bank and just let the interest pay me. I wouldn't change anything about my life. That's why I know what I do is what I'm gonna do, because it's
Exactly.
I wouldn't change anything. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd tell my parents would know, because I'd put them into retirement, and then after that, I was talking about this morning on the air. I was like, I would probably give my brother money, but I would set up a trust for him because I'm afraid he'd kill himself if I gave him like, here's a few $1 million, Tom, because he's gonna take it to the edge.
Yeah.
So, but then after that, you got the interest paying. It's like I'd just do I'd get a nice car, nothing big, like a Chevy Volt or something, and
just take it
badass,
easy.
or a Tesla. I'd probably get a Tesla, man. Those things are sweet.
You can draw attention to yourself with that.
Yeah, Tesla. Damn it! All right, so I'll get a Chevy Volt. I wouldn't tell anybody. I just think it'd be better that way.
It would.
I'd hire D. Wampler as my lawyer, help me get that, because he'd want his money, and he'd help me protect mine.
Yep.
And that would be it. Figure out what bank I don't hate the most and put my money in there. I know, right?
That's going to be a hard decision.
I know, because you don't want to do, because you can't walk into a credit union like the Southwest Missouri Teachers Credit Union with like, here's $400 million. Someone's having a heart attack.
Yeah, that's going up the pipe pretty quick. Let me get the president and
I know. Anyway, Cody, thank you so much for your service and coming out today. And we'll get off topic, but that's kind of the way these things go sometimes.
No problem. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for the lunch.
Yeah, absolutely.